It's the secret book. And that's how spirit will karma. There she is, right behind you the whole damn time, right? In the shadows, just waiting. Darn complex. I'm done with work. Can we meet up? I'll see you in court. So there's a lot of things that she's hiding and or, again, keeping secret when it comes to him. Rigged games. How does Jay-Z currently feel about Beyonce? Okay. Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Blueface. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. You got to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into this reading. In regards to his current energy, there's this energy of him sitting on the front porch, very cozy, very, very free, very thankful. Nature, earth sign energy. It's happy that he grew through something and went through something. He didn't go around it, under it, or under it. And this has to do with a relationship. This has to do with something that is passionate. Be that passion for a business, passion for a person, and or romantic energy. All this fire sign energy behind it is his choices. The fire in the belly to do what you want to do because you can. But remember, good choices equal good karma and bad choices equal bad karma. This also has something to do with water. A water sign energy and or could just be attached to illusion, smoke and mirrors, Holly weird, fact and fiction, truth and lies. Like it's a lot. And Spirit is acknowledging, take a step back and ask yourself, does this really matter? Will this matter to you, years down the road? If not, let it go. If it will, if it does, deal with it. But it creates anxiety and depression for him. And he's happy that he's getting away from this. This gives someone crazy eyes, though. This makes someone totally content. It's a yes, mastery, joyous resolution, almost happy to see him down bad. And this has to do with the home. Okay, so there's problems in the home. Spirit is not invited into the home, and Spirit does not go knocking the windows out to try to get in, breaking in through the front door. Spirit says it has to be an authentic and genuine relationship in order for there to be a relationship. Okay. You can't fake the funk with spirit. You can't fake the funk with energy. Okay. And so there's this air sign energy that whichever way the wind blows, that's the way that he goes. It feels like the mind is scattered. It also feels like he needs to get grounded, that he needs to return to his purpose, his strength, himself, return to yourself, return to your true self. Okay. Your spiritual self. Spirit is also acknowledging that his heart chakra has imbalances and or delays. Now, this house could represent the physical home, like the body, and or the actual home, like the home of which the spirit dwells, or the actual home of which the physical body dwells. But there's a problem. Were you raised in a barn? Poor manners, lack of tact, discourtesy, impoliteness, social grace is required. And it has what it feels like him stomping into this water. Water comes up again to acknowledge, like, I need to see my reflection. I need to acknowledge that I have to take accountability and responsibility for my actions. It's being communicated that this affects the area of passion for people, business, and or a person, like romantic, but also the heart chakra, creating imbalances and or delays, which creates total misalignment within the chakras, right? And so he's acknowledging energetically, allegedly, that this is karmic and that this is a karmic bond, karmic debt, and that he can't get out of it. It feels like a cycle. It feels like something that just keeps repeating itself. Blueface. Current energy. Impurity, adulterated, tainted, and many sexual partners with virgin in reverse. With a secret admirer in reverse. This creates jealousy, haters, friend zone, and things just being done inappropriately. Then we have rebel in reverse. He's complacent. He's got a lot of ego. He's a stickler, a lot of indifferences. But there's something that also makes him have to follow the rules right now. There's an energy of sickness. There's some health conditions, mental illness, mental health, disease, needing to see a doctor. When it comes to Chrisean, what is the energy? Magic, voodoo, spell work, practice, subconsciously she's mean, unemotional, lack of empathy, rude. So we have water sign that is now cold as ice. And he's also acknowledging in the middle of the deck, this is a short-term relationship, fast breakups, grievances, a rebound. Okay, now when it comes to Blueface and Ronnie dough, Blueface's energy when it comes to Ronnie dough. Okay, so it's acknowledging that something happened around a holiday. Something happened around, it could be Christmas, feels like he was a nerd. Feels like he's silly. Feels like he's trying to be funny. And Spirit says, and he's getting a cleanse now. He's getting washed. There's an energy of water. Water sign energy is connected to this, but it's this energy of cleansing the subconscious mind, going through a rebirth almost, right? And Spirit is also acknowledging that there's voodoo when it comes to him. Magic practice, power, spell work, beliefs, and rituals. And this creates distance now, time apart. Anything else when it comes to Ronnie, Doe, and Blueface? Unwanted message or contact, making a first move. Somebody contacted the other and they was like, look, I told you don't call me. And this has to do with some work that people will probably disapprove of, but there's some work here. It's a unique job, hustler. And there's something like wanting to get this out of your system, wanting to not discuss this, wanting to leave this alone, wanting to detox from this tea. But there's still this situation where it's like, do you remember? There's past life karmic energy connected to these two. Wanting to leave it, wanting to detox from it. But also acknowledging, do you remember this situation with these soulmates? Reminiscing, creating an issue. Acknowledging that there was a third party. Someone who was a player, indecisive and disloyal. I choose them. And this person could have been into sports, dedicated, training, talent, active. And this is not just the actual sport, but there's a hobby in this. Trying to get to this person. A hobby in this person going back and forth. Treating it like it's a game. Being a third party like it's a game. 3 is significant. 3 is a crowd. Needing to get grounded. Needing to get rooted. But we also have an athlete here who plays basketball. Spirit says that this has to do with purity and innocence. This has to do with celibacy and abstinence and not having intercourse with someone. Does that make sense? When it comes to him, he's acknowledging that there was a lot of groupie activity, polygamy, and a man with many female partners. But now he's alone. He's in meditation. He has introspection. He's doing some inner work, some deeper diving work into self, into spirit. He's isolated, okay? Because it feels like you had too many female partners. And when I say he, it is layered, but I feel like that energy is how Blueface feels about Ronnie, though. Okay, Blueface, current energy. He's acknowledging the knight in shining armor, that he's a Mr. Lover, right? And that his home is very happy, and there's going to be some celebration here soon, with harmony, filled with harmony, marriage, and community. However, in the middle of the deck, there is an energy of the Hermit card, soul searching, introspection, being alone, and inner guidance. It feels like because this energy is no longer here, that's the case. Now the home can be happy. But there's also this energy that Blueface needs to be very careful about. It does feel like there's going to be a moment of isolation, a moment of introspection. But it doesn't feel like it is something that he would have desired. It feels like this is something that's being forced upon him. If that makes sense. Okay, what is his biggest obstacle? Current energy, Blueface, biggest obstacle. I read biggest obstacle in reverse: indecision, confusion, information overload with the 2 of swords, isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal with the hermit. I was just saying that. And then the overinvestment in work, creating financial setbacks with the 10 of pentacles. How does he currently feel about Chrisean Rock? Current energy. He feels like there's some type of structure, solid, fatherly figure, a masculine energy, Aries energy, fire sign energy that has to deal with this child and or this idea that just keeps popping up. He doesn't trust her. With the King of Wands throwing water on a flame, he's acknowledging that she's impulsive, hasteful, ruthless, and has high expectations. He doesn't trust her. When it comes to Ronnie, though, Blueface, how does he feel? Death card is in reverse. Resistant to change and unable to move on. With the Ten of Swords, he feels that there's an energy of recovery, a fear of ruin, and an inevitable end. And this inevitable end is because he was resistant to change and would not move on. And now he is left out in the cold. Isolation, insecurity, worry, financial loss, and poverty. And that is with the Five of Pentacles. What's next for Blueface? The Fool card. Naive, foolish, reckless, and risk-taking. The Death card. Resistant to change and unable to move on. And because of that, he will have restlessness, a burnt out, and a lack of progress with the Four of Swords. Listen, he needs to be very careful with his energy. It does feel like he's being manipulated, but it also feels like he's not able to think clearly. It feels like he is going to go further into a very dark and deep tunnel, and it's not going to end well for him in that regard energetically, allegedly. Yeah, it feels like there's a storm coming and he needs to transition, change, move through it, move on from it. Water sign energy is connected to that. Yeah, he needs to have a full energy shift pronto. Quick. I'm hearing tick-tock, because with the World card, it will be over. This is just an energetic reading. This is alleged. Change now. With the World card, it feels like an end of chapter. Change now. Fix it now. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.